Welcome back. With me today is Joe Rainey, and Joe is the commander of American Legion Post 257 right here in Laguna Woods, and it's great to have you back, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, always good to have you folks on. Let's first, get people moving in here new all the time.
Sure.
And maybe they don't know much about the American Legion. I think everyone has heard about it, but why don't you tell us a kind of a brief history about it?
Sure, I'd be glad to. The American Legion was founded in 1919 by an act of Congress. Mm-hmm. So our charter was enacted by the act of Congress.
Okay.
Breaking news, everybody out there. They just changed our charter. The Congress last week just approved, voted, and President Trump just signed the bill. It's called the Legion Act, which allows anyone that served in the U.S. Armed Forces during what we call peacetime. So that would be between Korea, Vietnam, and from the end of the Vietnam War up until 2001. There's a lot of residents out there, I've talked to them,
Yeah.
that previously we said, I'm sorry, but you had to serve during times of war to be eligible to join the Legion. And they said, oh man, we really want to join. I said, well, there's nothing we can do. Mm-hmm. Last week, Congress just passed the Legion Act, which now gives eligibility to any veteran that served honorably in the U.S. Armed Forces during peacetime to now join the American Legion.
That's good. Now, is the American Legion part of the military? In other words, it's funded by the military?
No. Okay. We're self-funded. Our headquarters is Indianapolis, Indiana. Our post funds ourselves, and our main reason for the American Legion is to help rehabilitate and help veterans in need. Mm-hmm. That's our primary goal.
Okay.
So you might see us on the corners in front of the markets selling. We don't sell poppies, we give poppies to residents, and if they want to make a donation, that money goes in our little poppy fund. Yeah. And we use that money to help veterans. There's a veteran right now at this moment that we're trying to help. He's going to be evicted. He can't afford the rent in the towers, and we're desperately, he's our number one project right now. To get him back on his feet, get him a job, and get him money so he can stay in the village. So there's other things the Legion does. Our posts for over 50 years have gone up to the Long Beach Veterans Hospital. Right. We go up the second Sunday of every month, and we visit the patients, and we play bingo with them, and we visit them in their beds in the wards, and we just support them and show them that people still care. There's a lot of organizations that do that, but that's one way we help. We also go to Camp Pendleton and help the school there. All the kids, their parents are in either the Marine Corps or the Navy, and we try and help the classrooms, give the teachers some money, and that's what we do with our poppy money. And
tell us the reason of the poppies, because there is history behind that, because they're a red poppy that you guys have and raise funds with.
I cannot quote it, but it's a poem written by a British officer in World War I. It's called Flanders Field. And in Flanders Field, the red poppies grow. It's basically where at the end of World War I, or the war to end all wars, there were thousands and thousands of soldiers buried in Belgium and France that were not brought back home. And the next spring, all the red poppies came up over their graves. Right. So that's kind of symbolic of remembering those who have served in the past. And so we ask for donations. You don't have to. We'll give you a poppy for free if you want one. But it's just remembrance of all of those in the armed forces that never came home.
Yeah, very good.
And we use that money to help veterans.
And here it is. We found this online, this tells you all about this. So that's fantastic. By the way, the website al257.org, so it's very easy to find. But on here, people can go on and find out all kinds of information, where your meetings are, just the history of the poppy here, all kinds of things. And this is nice if anyone wants to take the time to read that, they can find that.
Well, thank you for putting that up. Our website, 257.org,
Yeah.
al257.org, that gives you all the information. The annual dues are only $45. We have monthly meetings the fourth Thursday of every month, and that's $15 a person to cover the cost of the catering.
And above and beyond, it also gives veterans a place to go once a month, and camaraderie there, and meet other veterans and get involved with a lot of different things.
And we have good entertainment. And again, it's going to be the fourth Thursday of every month, except for November, December. Our fourth Thursday in November every year is on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah.
So we don't have a dinner there. And in December, this year, it's going to be on Christmas Eve.
Right.
So we're not able to get another clubhouse to move it before or after the holidays.
So a couple months there without a meeting then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in November, we're actually going to meet on November 8th.
Okay, so you will
I'm sorry,
have one.
November 14th,
Okay.
excuse me.
All right.
So we're moving it up a couple of weeks for that.
And then one Sunday out of every month, you folks go to the
Second Sunday of
Veterans
every
Center.
month, we go up to the hospital. Everyone is invited to join us. And basically, you just show the veterans in the wheelchairs at the hospital that someone still cares about them.
Yeah, very nice.
And we play bingo, and they win a lot of canteen books that they can use in the commissary at the hospital.
Very good.
So it's actually a lot of fun.
I love that.
I want to point one thing out, Ken. Kathy Carlisle, who's a resident of Laguna Woods, every month, the couple of days before we go up to the hospital, we van pool from Clubhouse 3 at 5 o'clock. Every month she brings over lap robes. Maybe
lap robes?
Lap robes for the wheelchairs.
Okay.
And they use it to keep their legs warm when they're in their wheelchairs.
Okay.
And this month, the Crazy Quilters of Laguna Woods, they gave us 5 giant quilts. They're beautiful. And we gave them, and they were gone real quick. When the veterans come in to play bingo, we have a table with all the goodies for them, the food and refreshments and everything, but we also have items that they can use, and the quilts go so fast. So Crazy Quilters, Kathy Carlisle, thank you so much for what you do.
That's fantastic.
It's fun.
So other people can get involved,
sure, anybody.
even if they're not part of the Legion.
Sure.
That's great. Again, the website is al257.org. You can find out more information there. Their next meeting will be on our next dinner, the fourth Thursday of this month.
September 28th.
Have we passed?
26th or
Nothing in August?
we're dark in July and August.
Okay, all right. So it won't be September.
The fourth Thursday in September.
Okay, very good. And if they want to find out, can they call you? You put your number on here?
Well, the best thing to do is go on the website.
Okay. All right.
One last thing, if I have a moment.
Sure.
We joined a Orange County Veterans and Military Families Collaborative. There's 24 organizations in Orange County that are helping veterans besides the American Legion. Now, we just voted to join the coalition, and there's Orange County Rescue Mission, Service Office, Health Clinic, networking, wardrobes, legal. There's a STEP program out of San Diego. We get a lot, and we do, our post does give out wheelchairs or any medical devices the residents might need. So they would just contact the American Legion.
Okay.
And we have a post office box, which is on the website, P.O. Box 2246, Laguna Woods, Laguna Hills, California, 926.
926. I'm looking at the
92654. It's on the website.
Yeah, it's different than here, so.
Yeah, so if you want to communicate, but we've been around over 50 years now. We're going into our third generation of veterans. Started with the World War I vets, went to World War II. They used to run it. Korean, they jumped in. I was in Vietnam. And now we're asking all the other veterans that served honorably, the door's open. Please join us. We'd love to have you. And we'd be honored to have all the veterans join our American Legion.
Very good. Joe, always good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll see you again.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back.